Hello, everyone. Welcome to TD Board Gamers. My name is Dave,
And I'm Dirk.
and today we're going to look at the cards that came in Wonder Man that would be in the current format.
Yeah, so we promised an update whenever they came out, so they're out now. So yeah, we're gonna go over just the new ones that have been added. So if you didn't watch the whole unwrapping or whatever, you're just wanting to see what cards are part of that format,
Yeah,
this will be the way.
and so some of the cards are cards that are reprints, and so now they're added to the current environment, and then there's new cards, of course.
Yep.
So we kind of broke it up by kind of the order that all the current videos were. So Wonder Man is a little kind of got a rainbow of cards from all the different
Yeah.
aspects.
And the other thing we're not going to do is if a card has already been added to the environment,
In this wave,
yeah, or in this environment, even with the core set, we're not going to redo it. So it's just new cards that have been added
Yeah.
to the environment.
So like the energy card, for example, we're not
Yeah.
going to talk about. All right. So the first card we have is an aggression event.
So first one we got is Bombs Away. So it's a 2-cost aerial tactic event. So this is a reprint, right? With
Yeah,
just
with
is it
new
new artwork? Yeah,
Yeah.
new artwork. I do like the artwork on this one. But there's a hero action. Whenever you can exhaust an aerial character you control and choose a player, you're going to deal 3 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with that player. And notably, it's not an attack, so you would not take retaliate from any minions or
Yeah,
villain.
and so like I think the original card came like an angel and had angel art. So now we have the new Avengers art, and this looks like a scene right out of Iron Man 3 or something.
I know. I still like this art enough. I might use it in my angel deck anyways.
Okay. Then the last aggression card we have is an aggression upgrade.
And I do think all of these, I think, are going to provide energy. Which, if you
No.
watch the maybe
There's some that don't.
several of them do. Most of them do. So,
All right. So this is an upgrade called Cotton at Crossfire. It's a tactic attached to a non-elite minion, max 1 per minion. Interrupt when a friendly character attacks, deal 1 damage to attached minion. Now, some of these cards, as we're showing them, came in Wonder Man's deck, and some of them were in the back of the pack. So
yeah, we're kind of we're not separating them out.
Right. So the main aspect that Wonder Man came in was justice. So this is going to be the biggest category that we have. So first we have
First one we've got here is Firebirds. This is a 2-cost aerial Avenger ally with 2 hit points. She thwarts for 2. She attacks for 2. She does take 2 consequential on the attack. But if you overpaid for Firebird, you could put a rebirth counter on her. And then whenever she would be defeated by consequential damage, you can remove that rebirth counter from her to heal all damage from her instead. So you can actually keep her out a little bit longer. So, I mean, you could either attack with her a second time, or you could thwart with her a total of 4 times. So,
all right. Then we got Hawkeye, Clint Barton, 3-cost ally, 1 thwart, 1 attack, 3 hit points.
yeah, it's a new Hawkeye. So.
Yeah, Avengers Shield. Hawkeye enters play with 4 arrow counters on him, and after an ally makes a basic thwart, remove 1 arrow counter from Hawkeye, deal 2 damage to a minion.
Yeah.
So now we actually have 2 Clint Barton Hawkeye allies.
Yeah, and I like the way they basically took the flavor of the original ally and converted it to a Justice one pretty well. I like the way it works.
Okay.
All right, next we've got the Scarlet Witch. So she's a 2-cost Avenger Mystic ally with 3 hit points. Thwarts for 2, attacks for 2, and as a forced response, after you play her, you're going to discard the top card of the encounter deck. And if it's a treachery card, you're going to resolve its when revealed ability. You won't do anything else on the card, but if it does have a when revealed, you'll resolve that.
All right.
So there's a risk at playing her, but good stat line.
So next we have Sentry, cost 3, 2 thwart, 3 attack, 5 hit points, aerial Avenger. Force response. After Sentry enters play, search the encounter deck for a side scheme and reveal it. Shuffle. If no side scheme was revealed this way, then you're going to play 6 threat on the main scheme.
Yeah, and I love to see this one because that means side schemes aren't going away.
All right. Then
Oh, no, this is the encounter deck. It's not player side schemes. Never mind.
Then we move to
All right,
events.
then we've got Battlefield Benevolence. So this is a 1-cost tactic event. As a hero action, you can heal 2 damage from an enemy to confuse that enemy. So it seems counterintuitive, but it works. It'll work.
All right. Then we got Everywhere All at Once. It costs X. It's an event. Play aerial thwart. Play only if your identity has the aerial trait. So this is really good for like Falcon and Wonder Man. Hero action thwart. Choose X schemes. Remove 2 threat from each chosen scheme. 3 threat instead if you overpaid for this card. And that's one of Wonder Man's big things is overpaying for cards. And then the last Justice card.
Right, the last one we've got here is Heroic Conditioning. I've been waiting for this one. So this is a 3-cost condition upgrade. You can play it under any player's control. There is a maximum of 1 per player. But while this is in play, you get 3 hit points and 3 additional hit points, and your hero gets +1 for it. So basically, it combines the endurance and the wait, what's that one called again? Hold on, wait a minute.
The Heroic Intuition.
Heroic Intuition. Yeah, that's it.
All right, now we're moving to leadership. So we got an event here, Unified Strike.
I love the artwork.
Tactic, Hero Interrupt. When an ally uses a basic power, you can exhaust your hero, add your hero's matching power to that ally's power for this use. That ally does not take consequential damage for this use. So this is going to be really nice with Wonder Man because you got some events tucked under him. He's got a base attack of 4. And then, you combine it with whatever ally you're doing this with, and the ally doesn't take consequential damage. That's pretty nice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Death Cry, right? Is that the... I think she's going to work. That's going to work with the Hercules one really well. Probably why he's on the artwork. All right, next we've got Cameo. So this is it's a setup card, and you notice it's got the dash in there, so it's a permanent whenever it comes out, whenever you play it. But as part of setup, there's maximum of 1 per deck. But you can search your collection for an identity specific ally for an identity that's not in the game. So even in a 4-player game, you've still got a lot of other allies to choose from. But you're going to shuffle that ally into your deck. You'll discard 2 cards from your hand and remove this card from the game. So it'll slow your first turn down a little bit, but it allows you to use an ally that you would not normally have access to. Just a second. Okay.
And then the final leadership card we have is Coordinated Effort. It's a 0-cost upgrade. It's a tactic attached to an encounter card in play, max 1 per encounter card. When paying costs on attached card, any player may help pay those costs. So this is really nice. Well, it came in Wonder Man, of course, so who's going to have like an energy heavy deck. But if you get one of those that says, spend 1 of each resource, to discard this attachment to for a villain or something, this would be, it's like, well, I can provide the energy, but I'm not going to be able to do the mental and strength.
This could be painful for somebody like Hulk or something, or
Yeah.
anybody with a four card hand.
Wow.
So
Except for Hulk's not in the current environment.
True. But...
All right, then we move to protection.
All right, so the first one we've got here is Disarming Defense. So this is a 1-cost defense event. And as a hero and up, whenever your hero defends against an attack, he gets +2 for the defense. And if you don't take any damage, you can discard an attachment on the attacking enemy with hero action or hero text or hero response text. So in other words, basically it's Sunfire for protection.
All right, and then the final protection card we have is Stronger Together. It's a 0-cost event. Hero Interrupt. When a character other than your hero would take any amount of damage, if that character shares a trait with your hero, reduce that damage by your defense.
Yeah, this would be really good with perfect defense decks.
All right, and then for basic,
next we've got Swordsman here. So this is a 4-cost Avenger ally. He thwarts for 2, attacks for 2. He takes double consequential on the thwart, and his basic attacks gain piercing. But as a hero response, after a boost card is turned face up during an undefended attack, you can declare Swordsman as the defender without exhausting him.
Okay. Then we have Avengers Compound. It's a 0-cost support. Avenger location. Play only if your identity has the Avenger trait. Max 1 per deck. As an action, you can exhaust Avengers Compound. Choose. You can tuck 1 ally from your hand here if there is no ally tucked here. Or place the ally tucked here or play the ally tucked here as if it was in your hand. So this is really nice if you got like a spendy ally and you don't have double resources in your hand at the time. You could tuck him in there, and then hopefully with a full hand you'll be able to pay for the ally.
Although I don't know why, but I get a distinct Fantastic Four vibe looking at that, even though it's not Fantastic Four.
It's Avengers Compound.
I know, but the artwork makes me think of Fantastic Four.
But I'm already thinking like this would be good, and the ally does not have to be an Avenger. You just have
that
to
is true. That is true.
Like for Nick Fury or something would be kind of fun.
All right, and the last card we've got here is Jarvis, who is an Avenger persona, costs 2. He's a support, and as a response, after an Avenger hero changes into alter ego, you can exhaust Jarvis to choose either that identity gets +2 recovery until the end of the phase, or they can discard a status card from their identity.
Okay.
So, yep.
So that is the new Wonder Man cards that got added to the current format. So yeah, looking forward to trying those out. And as the year goes on, the current format is just going to get more and more cards added.
Yep.
So that's kind of the idea. But then, probably in December, we will lose the Age of Apocalypse wave, more than likely. But all these cards will be available, and then whatever comes out in 2027 will get added. So, all right. Well, anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe.
And if you want to see more content by us, go ahead and hit that notification bell down there, and you'll get alerts whenever we post new videos. All right, see you.